Hello, welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions custom content stream extravaganza. It has been an extravaganza just recently. I'm very excited to say that, although I don't sound excited, I gotta pump myself up. For anybody who gets that reference, well done. I'm excited. I have reached affiliate thanks to a very cool stream on Sunday where D20 was kind enough to raid my stream, and a bunch of people from that stream stayed on in the chat, and it was just a lot of fun. Just the chat back and forth, just really cool, really cool people having a cool, fun chat conversation. It was very cool, and that was enough to bump me into to satisfy the requirements for affiliate, and yeah, pretty damn exciting stuff. So thanks to D20. Really appreciate your support, and thanks so much to everybody who was in the chat. It was cool fun. The game went on far too long because we kept pausing to actually interact with the chat, but the chat was more fun anyway. It was more fun than the game itself. So yeah, it was very cool. And thanks to Josh for being on, obviously. And thanks for all the follows and stuff that I got from there. So I actually just had another one yesterday. Parried. Thank you. Love it. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I just really appreciate the support. It means a lot to me. It's just, you don't have to do it, and you do. So I really appreciate it. For this episode, we're looking at a custom hero. It is, as you can tell from the screen, it is Etrigan, the demon, the alter ego of Jason Blood, from DC. So we are on the DC board. I randomized the villain, and we're doing Chemo, who is a reskin of somebody, and I can't for the life of me remember who it is. I think it's Absorbing Man. I'm going to say Absorbing Man. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. Now Etrigan is an interesting choice. He wouldn't be my first choice. I'm not really that huge an Etrigan fan, but he was on the queue and he was the one that come up next. But in speaking with his creator, who is ES, I'm actually now more excited. I think speaking to the creator helps a lot, especially when you do it beforehand. A post-game conversation is always fun as well, but I think beforehand, where they can sort of give you a bit of nuance and sort of an idea of what the play style is meant to be. And I kind of picture it kind of like where before FFG release a new hero, they have an article or number of articles, like the pre-release sort of promo article. It's like, yeah, get excited because Jubilee is coming out. And sort of teases you with a couple of cards and sort of mechanics and stuff, and then the actual release article, which tells you some more about the cards and excuse me, and the mechanics, right? So I think it's helpful to have that in terms of the custom stuff as well. At the very least, have a conversation. And I wanted to have, I was going to start like a sort of a subject type thing, like a series, where I interview the creators. Like play a game with the creator and interview them about their creation. And also, what they do, why they do what they do. Why did they choose those particular subjects and why did they choose that particular mechanic and that sort of stuff, right? And I did a test one. And it didn't really work because they were too distracted. Like the person that I was interviewing was too distracted because we were meant to be playing a game, right? So you can't really concentrate and play the game at the same time. And so the best time to ask them a question was when it was my turn, because then they don't need to concentrate on what they're doing. But then it was hard for me to concentrate because I was meant to be doing my turn. It just didn't work. So I think the best version of that is when we had Beretta on. So when we had Joshy, myself, and Beretta playing the Trinity against Doomsday. It wasn't really an interview, but he was on, and one of the characters, the villain was his creation, one of the characters was his creation, and he got to sort of talk. He talked about that sort of stuff anyway, just sort of naturally, not really in an interview fashion. Just sort of, I just threw some questions in there about sort of certain things, and it was a lot more natural. So I'm going to try and do it a bit more that way, like have the person on, and then just have a game, but also like get like some riff out of it. So I think that would be cool. Now I've got all the so I've got Etrigan, and I had a conversation with ES last night, and it involved part of it was talking about Etrigan. So it's very exciting. And the way he sort of described how it not really how it should be played, because you should play it how you bloody well want to play. There shouldn't be any you should play it this way. Can't stand that crap. It should be, but at the very least, learning some of the nuance I think is pretty cool. And of course, one of the problems with the stream on Sunday was that I didn't do what I decided that I was going to start doing, which was if I play a custom hero, is go through the cards. I went through, the character was Blink, and I went through the cards previous to the stream, because I had to build, because I come with a custom deck that I didn't like, so I had to rebuild it, and I sort of had to look a bit at the cards to sort of try and understand a little bit, but I didn't go in depth, and I think that was a bit of a mistake. So I just want to clarify, there's been some jokes made at my defense, no jokes made about me in saying that I didn't look at my cards, didn't look at the hero before he started playing. That's lies. I did, but not enough. I didn't really go deep diving into it, which was a mistake. So we're gonna go into this again. I'm not gonna go super deep. I don't want to go into every single thing, but to give you a bit of an idea of how these mechanics works. Now, the reason back to why I was not that excited about playing this character is because he's a flippy character. What I refer to as a flippy character, and that's one that needs to go into AE in order to maximize their abilities. Much like Blink, which I don't like. I just don't like it. The mechanic annoys me. It's just, I get it, I understand it, I just don't like it. I'm just not a fan. So everything they can do in their alter ego should be able to be done on their hero, just in my opinion. So, but anyway, it's the mechanic that the game uses, so you have to suck it up and do it. And ES has leaned very heavily into the alter ego for this particular hero, because unlike everything I just said, this kind of contradicts everything I just said, but Etrigan Jason Blood is a completely different thing to the normal reasons why I don't like this mechanic. One of the reasons I don't like it is I find it hard to believe that a hero would go out of costume mid-fight, would go out of costume and then go off and run away and have Aunt May feed him some wheat cakes. You know what I mean? It's like, I've ever said something about Spidey. The whole thing just irritates me. Because he just wouldn't do that. But the Jason Blood Etrigan thing is completely different. They are two separate people. And so Jason can actually do things while in alter ego that normally you would normally not do. And Etrigan, who is the hero in finger quotes, is a completely separate entity and can do things while in hero form. I'm quite intrigued by this. I think makes the mechanic work. And he's leaned into it. So in Jason Blood form, he can heal for 3. He's a mage and a mystic. Demonologist. You may use hero abilities on spells or mystic cards. Just You may use hero abilities on spell or mystic cards. So we can still do a spell. Oh, here we go. A spell that is a hero action. You can still play it. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, because he's a sorcerer himself. Right? So it makes perfect sense. And this is what I'm saying. This makes sense. This is awesome. Because it just doesn't make any sense that Spidey, again, loses his genius trait while he's in Spidey form. He doesn't stop being a genius because he's in Spidey form. It's ridiculous. Likewise, he's still an Avenger while he's Peter. It's just, the whole thing is just dumb. I can't stand it. So, anyway. Action, reduce the resource cost of the next spell or demon card you play in this form by 1. Brilliant. He's just as lethal in Jason Blood form as he is in Etrigan form. This fascinates me. And look how cool this picture is. That dude just looks badass. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, Etrigan form, Demon, Justice League, Mystics. I find it intriguing that he's a member of the Justice League. I mean, he is a demon. Shouldn't he be a member of Shadow Pact? I don't know. I'm not that big onto Etrigan. Arise the Demon. Response. After you change form, choose one. You get +2 attack or retaliate 1 until the end of the round. And there's a couple more retaliate type things in here, I think, off the top of my head. So yeah. He just becomes just a force of nature. Hand size 5 on this side, hand size 4 on this side, hit points 14, so he gets all the nifty hit points, printed hit points of 14 business. Very cool. Alright, so let's go through the cards. Blue Devil is his ally. I don't know anything about this character in any way, shape, or form. I have no comment on theme. Demon, Justice League. After Blue Devil enters play, if you are Jason Blood, you give him a 2 tough status card. If you're Etrigan, you deal 3 damage to an enemy. Sweet. Can't comment. Soulbound, spell, interrupt. When an enemy activates, change your form, draw a card, and shuffle this card into your deck. Sweet. As an action, change your form, ready your identity. Brilliant. So it's like you can change your form into Etrigan when you're like defending and stuff. Get some defense. No, because it would stop him. It would stop the scheme instead of scheming. Because you're in Jason Blood form, it would stop the villain from scheming. It would force to do an attack instead. Dark Ritual, named after a magic card. Action: choose a spell or demon card in your discard pile and add it to your hand. If you have the demon trait, you can retaliate 1. So there's another retaliate there. If you have the mage trait, you get a tough status card. Sweet. Terrify. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. Remove 3 additional threat if you have the demon trait. If you have the mage trait, in this ward removes the last threat from a scheme. Stun an enemy. I just love the versatility. Here's another Dark Ritual. I was actually going to put those separate because I wanted to highlight something. Yeah, so it's the same. So Dark Ritual, they are the same card. But they're from different perspectives of the character. It's very subtle, but this picture is Etrigan. This picture is Jason. But the quote here is Etrigan. It says, "Here I'll teach friend Blood whose boss, where he shall suffer his worst loss." It's that whole rhyming demon thing. But on this one, he's Jason. You want me to set free my monster? I don't know if I like that. Let me clarify. I love it from a design standpoint, the fact that they are 2 separate characters, but I'm more of a visual person, so I'm worried that might throw me off. So we'll see how we go in the game. It's the same thing for Terrify. This is the Jason form, this is the Etrigan form. So design-wise, I love it. I think it's unique and inventive. Play-wise, we'll soon find out. There's the same there for these ones as well. So you get 2 of those. Hellfire. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. If you have the demon trait, this attack gains crit X, where X is equal to your current retaliate value. Max 2. So that helps out. Oblivion Bar is the location Alter Ego actually. Exhaust Oblivion buff. The next event you play this round is a spell event. Draw a spell. Draw a card. And heal 1 damage trait down. Otherwise, this event gains the spell trait. So it's if innately a spell, you get the bonuses. If not, it becomes a spell. Which helps because it's Alter Ego. Which means it reduces the cost. Which is pretty sweet. Infernal Magics is his upgrade. Etrigan gains Retaliate 1. There it is again. Exhaust Infernal Magics and spend a resource. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. If you have the Mage trait, this attack gains Drain 1. If you have the Demon trait, this attack gains Crit 1. Drain means that it does an extra point of damage and heals you for 1, I think. Yeah, it does an extra point of damage and heals you for 1. And if you have the Demon trait, the attack gains Crit 1. Crit is when you discard the top card of the encounter card and do damage to them based on the boost icons. The Rhyming Demon, after you change forms. I don't know who this dude here is. It's not Jason. So, not too sure about that. After you change forms, if you are Jason Blood, shuffle a copy of Soulbound from your discard pile into your deck and draw a card. Which one was Soulbound? Oh, this one. Yep. Etrigan, an enemy gets -2 scheme and -2 attack for its next activation. 50 angels I've just plucked. I would say your plans are... Moving on. Trident of Lucifer. Restricted demon weapon. Demon characters get +1 attack. Very cool. So that will also help Blue Devil. It's pretty sweet. When an enemy initiates an attack, exhaust Trident. Drain 1 that enemy. Drain 2 instead if you changed form this round. So it's all about the flippy flips. Hellish Raiment. You get +3 hit points after the villain phase ends. If you defend against an attack this phase, heal 1 damage from Etrigan. Otherwise, deal 1 damage to the enemy with the lowest remaining hit points. So yeah, so there's a lot going on. The design is beautiful. I mean, he looks very pretty. I'm playing Aggression. No, I'm playing Justice. I was going to play Aggression, but I hate Aggression, so I'm playing Justice. Let's see how we go. Going up against Young Chemo. His deck's been made. Discard casting encounter deck until an environment is discarded. Okay. Well, that was pretty easy. Put that card into play and shuffle the encounter deck. Well, why would you need to shuffle the encounter deck? You were discarding cards. You weren't searching it. Anyway, advance to 1B. Just do what it says. We have to go up to 12. It starts on 2. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 delay counter here. Okay. I'm going to chuck it. I'm going to chuck it over here. When an environment enters play, discard each other environment card in play. If the stage is completed, the players lose the game. There we go. Chemo 1-2. Chemo gains the trait of each environment in play. Yeah, there you go. He's some zombie bear. It doesn't get the surge effect because it was from a discard. After Chemo makes an undefended attack against you, discard 1 resource icon from your hand. 2 resource icons instead if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. I think I should have gone to Aggression. I think this really is just a pummeling down as quickly as possible. But anyway, shuffle this one and let's do it. Hand size of 5. Alright. Trident. Under surveillance. Got some spells. That's not a bad hand. I don't know what to mulligan for, so I'm just gonna not mulligan. I'm gonna put under surveillance on because it gives me a little bit extra breathing room, which is always handy. Now let's see what Jason does. Jason says he can use hero cards, hero ability on spell or mystic cards. That's fine. And reduce the resource cost of the next spell. We'll play this form by 1. I don't know if I should say next. Shouldn't it say first? Reduce the resource cost of the first spell or demon card you play in this form? By one? Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I've got the trident. And I've got some spells. So I've got Terrify. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. Remove 3 additional threat if you have the demon trait. If you have the mage trait, and this will remove the last threat from a scheme. Stun an enemy. I think I might do that. There's 2 threat on there. Oh. So I think I might do that. This removes 3. I don't need to remove that much. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to use basic spell to pay for Terrify. Because it only costs 1. Remove 2 threat. That was... Oh, does the environment do something to me? Oh, it's after he makes an undefended attack. Okay. If you have the mage threat, this removes the last threat from a scheme. Stun an enemy. I do have mage, so I will stun. Cool. I can't afford the Trident of Lucifer. I'm going to keep it in my hand for a second. I'm going to... You know, I'm going to stay as Jason for a bit. Or should I swap back to... Or should I swap to Etrigan? And hit him for 4. I think I should do that. I think I just start pummeling the crap out of him. So I'll attack for 4. He gets +2 attack. I think this is the right way to go. I can't afford the trident, and I don't really particularly want it, to be honest. I want to see what other stuff I can get. I want to get these spells. Fling those spells around. So that's my turn done. Let's get 4 cards. Yes, I want more stuff. I want more stuff like this business. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. 1. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 delay counter on here. Done. Okay, he goes to attack. He activates and goes to attack, but he can't because he's stunned. Got that. I then get an encounter card. And it is... Hazmat Shell. Good old chemo. Why are these cards so large? They're absolutely massive. Alright, Hazmat Shell. Attached to chemo. Spend a fish resource to suffer this card in the encounter deck. 1 +1 scheme, +1 attack. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Me. First thing I'm going to play Spiritual Meditation, which is draw 2 cards, choose 1 and discard 1 from your hand. Well, they're both going to my hand, so I can choose. I can discard anything, really. So here's 2. I've got to discard a card. So what did I get? Rhyming Demon. That means it gets me a card if after I change forms. So it's an upgrade. It has to go into play first. These are all good cards. I don't need this. I don't need this. I would have to sacrifice one of these to play this. And that's very cool. Very cool, dude. That's very cool too. They're all very cool. I like this dude. I like him. I'm less excited about Blue Devil, but he comes in and does 3 damage just automatically. and then can do another 6. I mean, he does 9 damage for 3. That's pretty sweet. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring in my demon friend. Yeah. So basic spell and turn the tide and rhyming demon are going to get me blue devil, my little devil friend. He's going to deal 3 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to attack for 2. Meanwhile, hold up. 1, 2. Take a consequential, and then Etrigan's going to attack for 2. I mean, bloody hell. I've just pummeled him. Do I even want to swap back? Yeah, I think I just want to swap back because I want to swap back to Etrigan and get my +2 again. I'm going to swap to Jason. Ready. His hand size is 5. I've got 1, so I'll get 4. Yeah, I'm liking this. I am liking this. Hello, Kaj. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Threat goes on here. After resolving step 1 of the villain, please place a delay counter here. He goes to activate to attack. He is attacking. Oh no, he's not. He is scheming. He schemes for 1 + 1 plus a boost effect. So he schemes for 2. 1, 2. And then we get reveal this card. Okay, we get chemical reaction revealed. Secretly, Chemo has Metamorpho inside of him. Chemo's learning how to tap into this potential for destruction. Bloody hell. Chemo gains the cryo, flammable, toxic, and caustic traits. Kaj, I'm great. Finishing holidays. That's awesome. Everybody loves holidays, dude. That's very cool. Encounter card. Acidic agent. When revealed, he's like puking up some acid. When revealed, discard 1 card at random from your hand. If Chemo has the caustic trait, discard 1 card you control. Oh, okay. Alright, 1 card at random from my hand. Alright, let's flippy flip. And the right hand side card is Surveillance Team. Okay. Let's flip back. And then a card of control. Well, the only card of control is Blue Devils. Off he goes. Because he does have all the traits thanks to this. Normally he would only have had the flammable trait, but nope, he has them all. Okay. My turn. Okay, so oh, I could have soulbound. When an enemy activates, change your form, draw a card, and shuffle this card into your deck. There you go. I've missed the trigger. I've missed the trigger. That is a shame. Okay, well, that's no good. So next spell or demon card by 1. Okay, I'm going to use endurance to pay for infernal magics. It's a spell or demon card. Spell, and it's a conditioned demon card. I'll then flip to Etrigan and get +2 attack. And then attack. That knocks him into stage 2. It gains the trait of each environment. It becomes 2/2. When revealed, if chemical reaction is in play, and it is, deal 1 encounter to each player. Okay. Otherwise, search for chemical reaction and reveal it. Okay, it wasn't revealed, so that's fine. Okay, so I flip to him. I hit him for 4. His health goes back up to 15. And then Etrigan now has retaliate 1. He currently has a demon trait. I'm going to use this. So I'm going to exhaust and spend a resource. I'm going to kill him before I even get thwarted out. I spend a resource. I have the demon trait, so this attack gains crit 1. So I deal a damage to an enemy and crit run. 1 damage. And then discard a card. And it's got 2 boost icons, so he takes 2 points of damage. Cool. Alright. Then we're going to Soulbound, which is an action. Change your form. Ready your identity. Why do I want to do that? Why did I want to do that? Ah. I wanted to reduce the cost. Why am I flipping back to Jason? Why did I do that? I don't know, but I just did. I'm not too sure why I did that. Maybe because I want to flip back and hit him? Maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I did. I'm going to stick with it. That's what I did. Yeah. Cash says, I love the headshot of that hero. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It is pretty cool. Yeah, that's a cool design. Alright, so Jason's hand size is 5. Okay. Well, there's Sorcerer Supreme. That's cool. That's 1 hand size. Terrify, another Terrify. Yeah, doing alright. Okay, villain. Threat. Get a delay counter. Chemo schemes. 2, 3, nothing. 1, 2, 3. Get an encounter card. The first encounter we had from before was Advance, the villain schemes. Oh, that's the wrong card. What just happened? Oh, that was acidic agent went there instead of in there, so we know what it says. It's acidic agent. But anyway, he schemes. He schemes for 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy crap! I would have been dead if this was not there. So much for the not really worried about killing him before he threats out. And then acidic agent says, when revealed, discard a card at random from your hand. If Chemo has the caustic trait, discard a card you control. It's the same thing from before. Is it the same? Is it the same thing? Something's gone horribly wrong here. Okay. Alright. Discard a card from my hand. I can't prove something's gone horribly wrong, so I'm just going to do it. So I lose Sorcerer Supreme, which sucks. That very much sucks. And I lose a card I control, which is that, because he has the Caustic trait. I'm getting pummeled here. Getting absolutely pummeled. This has not worked out well. Made a mistake. My turn. In Jason form. What can I do? Well, first things first, we're going to spiritual meditation. We get 2 cards. And discard a card. Let's discard Unshakable. Then use Hellish Raiment to pay for the bar. And exhaust it. If the next spell you play is a spell event, draw a card and heal one identity. I don't need to heal, but I can draw a card. The next card I play will be Terrify. If the next event you play this round is a spell event, next event this round and use Stargirl to pay for Terrify, which only costs 1, and it's a spell. So I remove 2 threat from a scheme. And if you have the Mage trait, this thwart removes the last threat in scheme. Stun. Oh, I didn't remove the last threat. Just remove 2. I don't know if it was worth losing. If all of that was worth losing Stargirl for. Anyway, I'm not staying in Jason Blood form. It's too dangerous. Moving into Etrigan. I flipped. After you change form, choose 1, you get +2 attack. So that 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's kill him before anything bad happens. Although I think I'm about to thread out. So let's ready. Oh, I should have drawn a card. That was the plan. Why did I do that? I'm going to keep Wiccan. I mean Stargirl. Because that would have paid for Terrify. Yeah. Change form. Hand size is 4. I get 3 cards. I didn't do the drawing a card business. Okay, so... Alright, yes. Excellent. Excellent. Don't really care about that. But yes. Okay. Alright. Let's do it. 1. He attacks. I have to defend, otherwise it becomes undefended. So let's do it. Let's defend for 3, and I've got retaliate. Oh no, I lost my card. I lost my card that gives me retaliate. Ugh. Okay, so he hits for 1 extra. So what is it? 2, 3 plus 1 is 4. So he does damage me. I don't retaliate back, which is a real shame. Oh well. Let me get an encounter card. Catch says, I came too late. What hero and what villain are you playing? The villain, the hero is Etrigan the Demon, and the villain is Chemo. The encounter card is League Operatives. They have guard. When defeated, they deal an encounter card. My turn. I'm going to use Soulbound to pay for limited strength and ready. No. I think there's something better to do here. Let's think about this again. Exhaust. So I'm exhausted. Yeah, I think there's a better way to do this. Action. Change your form. Ready your identity. I'm going to I change and I ready. Now that doesn't count as my one change per limit. The card made me do it. I didn't volunteer to do it. So that means I can change back again. So I'll use Turn the Tide and Limitless Stamina to put in Stargirl. And then flip. Because I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to have a flip per turn. And because I flipped, I get +2 attack. So those 4 will kill him. I get an encounter card. For next turn, Stargirl will thwart for 1 and deal 1 point of damage. And then ready. That's pretty good. That's quite handy. 4. That's a dead card. So Dark Ritual. Okay. Alright, villain turn. Up. He attacks. I will defend. It's +2, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -3 is 2. Get an encounter card. I've got one from before. Massive Distraction. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme for every 2 delay counters on the main scheme. Oh, it should be 4 because of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So place 1 threat on the main scheme for every 2 delay counters. There's 4, so we get 2. So I'm still alive thanks to Under Surveillance. If no threat was placed this way, the card gets searched. It's fine. And then the next one is Absolute Zero. When revealed, you are stunned. Okay. If Chemo has the Cryo trait, which he does, take 2 indirect damage. Okie dokie. My turn. Genius will pay for Catwoman, who gives me a card. Alright, we've got some action. We've got some action here. Three damage to enemy and do crit. Well, first things first, she will thwart for 1 and do 1 point of damage. Take a consequential. I can't Hellfire because Catwoman will thwart for 1. Take a consequential. Can't Hellfire because I'm stunned and I can't take the stun off. So what does this do? Choose a spell or demon card in your discard pile, add it to your hand. Oh yes. A spell or demon card. Soulbound, thank you very much. Okay, so Under Surveillance will pay for Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual says choose a spell or demon card in your discard pile, add it to your hand. That's a spell. If you have the demon trait, you can retaliate 1 until the end of the round. Okay, so I got retaliate 1 to the end of the round. Okay, so Dark Soulbound's now in my hand. I'm going to use Soulbound. Why does it keep doing that? Change your form. Ready your identity. Change. Ready. Cool. I'm going to use Oblivion Bar that says that if the next play is next event you play this round is a spell event, draw a card and heal 1 damage. It is a spell event. Alright, and Jason says, you can use hero abilities on mystic or spell cards. So I can technically use it, but I can't because I'm stunned. Okay, alright. I get it. There's still a way. I'm going to use my ability to... It's just I can't afford... It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm going to flip back to Etrigan. I now have +2 attack. Oh, I can't play it. I can't play it. There was no point doing this. I can't play the card. It's done. So, there's no point doing that. I flip back to him. I get +2 attack, but it doesn't matter because I'm stunned. So, I'll just attack to get rid of the stun. So, I lose my +2, but at least I got rid of my stun. So, I get it's still not the end of the world. Should have healed, but I was going to Hellfire. Okay, anyway, whatever. What's done is done. I get 3 cards. So there's my other Hellfire, another Cellbound. Thank you. Thank you. Baby Jesus. Alright. Oh, sorry, Cash. Oh, it's DC. I see it now. I was wondering why I've never heard of them. Yep, I'm on the DC board. Look at that. DC. Alright, threat goes up by 1. We get a delay counter. He is now attacking. Now I have to defend, otherwise he gets his special things. So we'll defend with Catwoman. He hasn't got overkill, so that's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Catwoman just gets annihilated. Oof. She's just a bubbling mess on the ground at the moment. We get an encounter card. And it is Inner Demons, my obligation. Insight 1. What does insight mean? Oh, insight means a threat on here. Oh, jeez. Jeez. Flip to your Etrigan form. I am in Etrigan form. That's fine. Force response. At the start of the villain phase, add 1 threat to a scheme for each demon card in play. Hero action. Spend mental, remove inner demons from the game. Mental. I don't have mental. You cannot change forms. So inner demon soulbound is useless. Anyway, whatever. I'm about to win anyway. Stargirl's gonna thwart for 1 and deal no damage. Thanks, Stargirl. Thank you. Anyway, I can't change forms. That's right. I'm gonna attack for 2. He's down to 4. I'm going to Hellfire him. I'm going to Hellfire him. 1, 2. I'm going to use Etrigan's version. Attack spell. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. If you have the demon trait, which I do, it's that gains crit X, where X is equal to your current retaliate value. Wasn't there a card that said I have retaliate 1 until the end of the round or something? What was the card that gave me retaliate until a certain point? Yeah, if you have the demon trait, you can retaliate 1 until the end of the round. Till the end of the round. So that means when he hit me, he attacked me, he actually took retaliate 1. So that means this wins. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. I mean, even if I didn't do that, I still, yeah. He should have retaliate from before. So he should have had retaliate. You gain crit where X is equal to your current retaliate value, which is currently 0. Crit 0. It's not a clean victory. I don't like it. I don't like it when it's not clean. I'm going to put him on 1. I'm absolutely convinced that I just won the game, but I forgot to retaliate when I should have retaliated. So I'm going to say he's on 1. That was very expensive, 3 points of damage. 2 for 3. And I have to have another condition to do more. I don't like it. I don't like how far. I've had retaliate once the entire game. And it was very fleeting. I think this might kill me. That's all I can do. I can't change forms, so that's it. I can't afford to spend that hellfire. But it might win me the game next turn. So I'm going to keep it. Get 3 cards. Cool. Now at the start of what is that? At the start of the villain phase, add 1 threat to a scheme for each demon card in play. So there's 1 demon card in play. That's not a demon card on its own, no. So there's 1 demon card, so add threat to a scheme. Boing. I'm not adding it to that. Alright, villain phase. We get that. I'm still alive, thanks to under surveillance. He attacks. It's not allowed to be undefended, otherwise he gets bonuses. What happens if it's not undefended? Oh, I should have another counter right here. Yeah, I have to discard all my cards. No, that's not happening. So I'll defend. He's hitting for 2, 3. Yikes. 4, 5. I defend for 3, so I do 2. And then I get an encounter card, and it is Chemical Burn. When revealed, hero take 3 indirect damage. 4 if he has a flammable trait. He does. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. Vicious. Alright, my turn. Counterintelligence will pay for limitless stamina, and then I'll hit him for 2. That was interesting. That was very interesting. Even with justice, I almost threaded it out. I should have gone aggression. I really should have gone aggression. He looks like he's suited more to aggression. Yeah. He definitely looks more suited to aggression. So, but even with justice, he still did alright. Yeah, so post-game. Oh, I never got my black diamond. That would have been cool. Yeah, I like that he leans into the whole retaliate thing a bit. I mean, he gets retaliate from that thing that I lost. It's unfortunately that I had to discard that. But that's the reality of the game, right? Caught by surprise. That makes you discard a card you control as well, right? Ground support. And I think I forgot that I had Retaliate at one point. So that was definitely a thing. But I think 2. See, I don't know, man. 2 for 3 is not good enough, right? At the very least, it should be 4. 2 for 4. 2 for 3 is too expensive. But think of the nuance here, right? If you're in Etrigan form, you have the demon trait, then you get crit, right? And you've got multiple ways to get Retaliate. There's at least 3 that I can think of from the set. And the thing is you can play it as Jason. It only becomes 1, so 1 for 3 if you play it as Jason. So there's that. It doesn't have the demon trait, but it does. You can still. So if you go from Jason, you don't get the benefit of right. So you don't get the benefit of making it cheaper. So it's still currently 2 if I'm in Jason form. But if I then flip to Etrigan somehow, I can choose +2 attack or Retaliate 1. So I choose Retaliate 1. I play Hellfire. It costs me 2. But then I now have the Demon trait, so which means I now can crit for at least 1. And assuming I don't have any of the other cards out. And crit's pretty damn good. You discard a card from your counter deck. Good. 1 less card to worry about. And if you discard, say, what was the last one I did? This one. Chemical Burn. It's 2 points of damage. So an extra 2. So, I can see where it's coming from, but it's definitely my least favourite card. My favourite... Oh, well, this it isn't. I mean, there's another one. Dark Creature, right? You return a card to your hand. Then you gain Retaliate until the end of the round. You know, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So there's the other Hellfire. But my favourite by far is Soulbound. I mean, damn. That is so cool. Being able to flip twice. And I hate flipping. Being able to actually choose to flip. Not be forced into it because you got a desperate heal or some crap to do. Love it. Yeah. Terrifier was a good one too. Again, 2 for 2 is not economical. But I love the kicker. I really love the kicker there. Hellish Raiment, didn't even really get to use it. Infernal Magus, this is the one I was talking about that I had that I lost. I had this, it gave me Retaliate 1. If you could then retaliate, if you can then crit 2 from Hellfire, that would be sweet. So yeah, so losing that was painful. That was very painful. There's another Soulbound. And losing Boo Devil was painful too. I didn't lose him I didn't chump block him. He was lost from an effect. That annoyed me. 3 for 5. I got 5 points of damage out of him though, so that was right. And the Ryman Demon I actually chose to spend. I chose to spend that to put something else out, so I'm not too sure about that. Not sure if that was the right thing. And the Trident, yeah, I don't know, it's an awesome picture, but yeah. Yeah. And there's the other Terrifier, which is awesome, which is great. Loved it. MVP, Soulbound. Love it. And I didn't think I'd ever say this ever in my life, but I love the flipping mechanic in this. This is what it should be used for. This makes perfect sense to me. Love it. I actually enjoyed flipping. I can't believe it. Clip that. Clip it and use it against me the next time I complain about it. But Dave, you said Etrigan was cool. Well, he was. He was. Can't argue with it. Love the colour scheme too. Great. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Brutal obligation. That is a brutal obligation, dude. I never want to see that obligation ever again. But yeah, no, I enjoyed this. It's the first ever flippy character that I've actually enjoyed using. And it's strange, actually, because I actually quite like Black Batwoman, and she's good when she flips. That's interesting. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. I like my Black Widow deck as well, and that's flippy. Maybe I'm lying to your face. Maybe I love flippy. Maybe this has convinced me that I actually secretly love it. Anyway, short but fun stream. Thank you very much for jumping on. Really appreciate it. Thanks to ES for Etrigan. He was cool. Next stream will be should be tomorrow with Josh. I don't know what we're playing. He hasn't told me what he wants to play, so hopefully I'll convince him to play my Incredible Hulk hero. That'd be pretty cool. Get his opinion on that. If not, we'll play something. In that game, I may or may not be playing Hit Girl. But either way, even if I don't play it tomorrow, I'll play it soon. Because I'm quite intrigued to how this character works. This is one of the creators done a whole bunch of the Kick-Ass universe, Kick-Ass, Hit Girl, and that stuff. They actually made a custom villain scenario that I can't play on stream. It stayed true to the spirit of the comics. It's based off the comic versions, not the movie versions, and the name of the main villain I can't say, and the name of the scenario itself I can't say without getting in trouble. So I can't play it on screen because the word will keep showing up. So it's tough. It's a shame because I do think it looks pretty cool. But I can at the very least play Hit Girl. So that is what I will play. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Thanks again to everybody who got me to affiliate. And always look after yourself and the people that you love, because that's more important than anything. Thank you very much. Bye.